Hey guys, it's your girl Sierra back here again with another video, and today we're going to be talking about how to stop negative thinking. Alright, I was just feeling the urge to put this out for you guys because I myself have been struggling with negative thinking, and I wrote down some tips. So right now I think I have 6 tips, so we're gonna give you guys 6 tips and we're just gonna jump on in. I have my book here that I wrote down. This is a very much medieval looking book, but it's my journaling book, and we're just gonna be reading what I wrote down. So number 1, love yourself and give yourself grace. It's really hard to love yourself at times because you might feel like, it's just you're not lovable. Like, you might actually tell yourself negative thoughts like, people don't see me that way. Like, if other people don't love me, how can I love me, right? Like, these are thoughts that we might have in our head that kind of influence us to believe that nobody cares about us, so we don't care about ourselves. And I'm here to tell you that that's not true. I'm here to tell you that when people don't care about you, that's a them problem. It's not a you problem. When people don't care about you, you take your energy back and you put it somewhere else, okay? So don't let them get to you. Don't let them make you not love yourself, or whatever other reasons that might be causing you not to love yourself. Traumas, things you've been through, people, just the world, it's not always pretty. But I think what helps is just to give yourself grace and know that you're in this body and you have to take care of your emotions and your just physical being, and that comes with loving yourself, and you are worthy to be loved. I actually message Snapchat AI sometimes, and don't get it twisted. They're not a therapist, but I'm just saying, I go in there for therapy sometimes, and I be asking it all type of stuff. The government's gonna know a lot of information about me, but I just think it's really interesting that I asked it something before, and I kind of felt like my time wasn't. I just had a weird feeling about life and how my presence wasn't valued. And it actually told me that I'm valuable to myself. Yeah. So I'm here to tell you that you are valuable to yourself. Your own presence is valuable to yourself. Like, when you actually think about it that way, it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. Like, you are able to pour into yourself just the way you pour into other people, just the way you are able to come into the world doing that for yourself. And I just think that's beautiful, and I encourage you to know that you are valuable to yourself. Nobody ever said that to you. I'm telling you now. So next on our handy dandy little list here is to get out quickly. Okay, we're not talking about the movie, but we talking about getting out quickly. All right, let me put my devices on mute right now because I feel like somebody gonna call me and it's gonna mess up the flow. But this is for you guys, and I just want y'all to know. So get out quickly, okay? Have you seen the movie Get Out? Because if you have, we was all like, bro, get out of this situation, bro. Get out. Get your butt out, okay? And it's crazy because, we think that we can marinate in negative thoughts. No. Don't do it, okay? Let me tell you something. I think that when you're allowing yourself to sit into negative thinking, it marinates, right? So instead of being, in a situation, and this situation might be you feeling insecure, right? It could be any situation you're in where instantly you get triggered and you start marinating on those negative thoughts. It's easier just to say, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna, I know that's probably something that will make me feel like, a certain type of way, but I'm not even gonna go there. I'm gonna remain calm and push that thought aside. Like, you literally have to tell yourself in your brain when you're starting to get, triggered and getting into negative thoughts. You might be sad, you might just have this, this issue with your mental health at the moment. You have to sit there and just push it out. Like, I think the Bible talks about that. It talks about, just kind of not allowing yourself to even think about sin, And to be honest, when we're focused on loving ourselves and being who God called us to be, negative thinking is just the enemy trying to distract us. So it's easy to just kind of get sucked up into thinking that, this triggered me. Like, let me go ball up in a ball and just ignore the world for like my whole life, right? You might tell yourself that often, but I'm here to tell you, don't do that. Get out quickly, take the thought and push it out, okay? You need to become self-aware, okay? Get out quickly is about being self-aware. Being so self-aware that you get that negative thought out just as quick as it came out. You don't let those thoughts sit in your head. You said, "Oop, nope." You push it out the way, okay? We no longer allow negative thoughts to remain in our head. No. Just as quick as they came in is just as quick as you let them out, okay? Don't even marinate in it, okay? We don't marinate negative thoughts. We marinate positive thoughts, good thoughts, okay? So next is to find affirmations. And in this case, I'm talking about godly affirmations. I don't like affirmations, to be honest with you. You probably don't even want to do it. I actually was on Amazon the other day and I looked up godly affirmation cards for women. Just like having it so you can, pull out and read and just kind of, meditate through the godly words that the Bible has said about women. And I think that's a wonderful way to incorporate godly affirmations into your life to stop negative thinking. So I encourage you to just get some affirmations, whether that's online, whether that's literally going into the Bible, to find these godly affirmations. I know Proverbs speaks about women. There's so many different things you can do for, your mental health, and repeating things rather in your mind or even out loud is just really helpful. So when God says, like, we're wonderfully made in God's image, that's a thing. We are wonderfully made in God's image. And that's something that, might help you if you feel like, nobody looks like you, nobody sounds like you, acts like you. People don't see you how they see other people. And that's just because, life is different for each individual, and comparing yourself to others is just not going to be the best thing to do. It's not going to be the best thing to do. So I encourage you to get affirmations on whatever you're struggling with. Get off social media, okay? If you're getting on social media and it boom, now you're comparing yourself to other people, you're in the wrong spot. Okay, take a break. Only come on there when you need to create, okay? When you're trying to share your creations with the world, okay? When you're ready to make a post, when you're ready to post a video, you come on there for those times, but not to engage in negative information online. And even if it's not that severe, right? When you see stuff online, just like with the thoughts, you see something negative online that is going to trigger you, swipe, okay? Swipe out of that. All right, we're going on to our next one. This is my tip number 4. Ask yourself, what advice would you give a friend? Okay, I often have good advice for friends, and I know you probably do too. So what advice are you giving your friends? Good advice, right? You're giving them advice that is from a sound mind, that's from a positive mind, and your friends love you for that. They love you. They say, wow, you always have such good advice, right? But how come that advice you can't give to yourself. Well, let me tell you, you can. You can start giving that advice to yourself. Just, get a notebook, get a journal. Write down the issue, right? Write down what's bothering you. And then write a rebuttal, reverse it and give yourself advice, through journaling and through just being more self-aware about your thoughts. I think that's a big thing that, is neglected. And negative thinking, just not being self-aware. So these tools are really going to be teaching you to be self-aware of your thoughts, self-aware of how you're interacting with your thoughts, because we don't interact with negative thoughts. We leave them where they at. Okay, next is going to be journal and self-help media. So I love journaling, as you guys know. I also love to watch and read self-help books or self-help content. I think it's very good that when you're in a low place, a lot of times you might be at work, you might have a at-home job. Any jobs where you have time, even if you're able to just put your headphones in and you have time to just kind of get away from the world and get some self-help into your system. Self-help content can be anything from, this video. Like, this video is a self-help video, and I think it's helpful for people to look for those videos, look up, how to think better, how to have a better mindset, how to stop negative thinking, and a lot of times on my page, I try to give you guys that because I also engage with that type of content. So I get you so much, okay? I'm not saying this because I don't get you. I get you, okay? The negative thoughts are crazy, and we don't allow them to stay. So journal, okay, and watch or read a self-help media, and you'll have a different outlook. I definitely suggest. I watch For the Healthy Hoes. I like to watch them. I feel like they're very helpful on just talking about things that I've been feeling, but I never really knew how to talk about or even think about, really. It's really good to just develop your mental capacity on your intellectual mind as well as your subconscious mind. It's just really good to be more self-aware. Be more self-aware, okay? That's just what we need to do as adults, as people. It's just to be more self-aware. I watch Hines. He's pretty cool. I watch Melody. I forget her last name, but Melody, she's a Christian, self-help creator, and she's just so great. She brings the Bible into play, and it just makes things so much better. So I think, look for self-help content that brings the Bible into the equation, and that really helps. So next, my last tip for you guys, right, is going to be to pray and fast. I really think praying and fasting is underrated, okay? I will tell you from experience that praying and fasting has provided me everything I was looking for. And not to say God is a genie in a bottle, he's not, but he loves his children, and as a daughter of God, he takes care of his daughters. Okay, sorry men, I know he's taking care of y'all too, but God loves his daughters. I actually seen a video on this, and this girl was just saying how, in the Bible, God always keeps his promises to his daughters, and it's he really do. And that's why I be encouraging you men, it's time to get married, because if he gonna take care of his daughters, when you marry to one of his daughters, you gonna be taken care of. That's all I'm saying. You get me? So prayer and fasting is really good. Like I said, from experience, I have fasted, and then that day or the next day, my worry gone. I had an issue with my car. I was on prayer and fasting. It wasn't even about my car. I was just joining somebody in fasting. And the situation that I've been dealing with my car for a while, magically that day, done. Boom, boom, boom. Everything's just cleared away because God takes care of us. He is our provider. and to remember that, you know, your worries are taking God out of the equation. You know, worrying about, well, how I'm gonna fix this, how I'm gonna change this, well, I don't like this. It's like you're allowing yourself to try to take power and control over the situation, when really it's God who takes control over that situation, or whatever it is. You know, I personally have things that I want to take control over in my life. You know, I want to lose weight. I want to do all these things that, you know, I feel like are in my control. But what if getting closer to God is what springs up, you know, just even the smallest thing that you thought he had nothing in relation to, like weight loss, you know? So I think this is just a reminder to put him first in your life and first in your problems. He is definitely someone who can fix your problems, and fasting just kind of speeds it up. It do something, you know, it do something to God. Like, he loves it, I love it, we all happy over here. So that's kind of all I have to say. I hope this video is what you guys were looking for, and I hope it helped you. This is just what I've been learning on my journey with, you know, not letting negative thinking take me out. Okay, because negative thinking will try to take you out. But we're not going to do that no more. Not in 2025. Not in 2025. You think we doing that? Nah, not over here. So that's all I got to say. And thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And let me know what videos you want to see next. Bye.